Okay, so I'm going to show you how to create an assembly file for all of your parts. So what we'll do first off is we will open up one of our parts. So we'll call this the headband of the gaming headset. So this would be my anchor component, which means it's the first component I'm going to bring in, and every other component will be rotated around it. So the first one that you enter into your assembly will be your anchor point. So what I'm going to do then is go up here to File, Make Assembly from Part. As you can see, these are my open documents here. So headband is what I want, so I'll just click the green tick and that'll drop into the center. Now I want to enter in some other components, so I go to Insert Component, Browse, and I have all of my part files here. So I will bring in the right here, place it there. I can do it again. Now if you don't want to keep hitting Insert Components, you can just pin that down there. Go to Browse, go to your next component, which is the microphone. Bring that in, browse, get the next bit, headphone jack. Okay, next component then would be the headband, which I already have, ear cup component. And the DCG SA foam. Now I'm going to need two of them. So I'll click twice and I'm finished with all them. So I can take them all in there. So there they are, all are. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to connect them all together. So I'll go up here to Mate. And what I'll do is I'll start connecting them together. So I will select this surface here. And that surface is going to go on the left-hand side inside here. Now I have to make sure that the orientation of it, that this bit that is sticking out here is towards the back end, which is here. So that means that that is going to go to the inside in there. So I'll select that surface there, and you can see that it's moved into position like so. Now the next area is going to be this surface. It's going to touch against that surface. Okay, so as you can see then that they have moved into position there. So I'll hit the green tick. So if you select too many surfaces, obviously it's going to throw up an error. So we'll just do that again. So click that surface there. We'll click that surface there. I'm not in the mate, I need to be in the mate for this to happen. So select one surface and the other surface. And now what we want to do for this headset is we want to limit it. Okay, so we want it to be a bit of a functional component, so we want it to insert in and out, but obviously we don't want it to go beyond like so, and we don't want it to come out like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter in an advanced mate into this. So if I go here to mate and I open up the advanced section, this is my distance mate. Okay, so I can set a distance between certain surfaces. So that there, top surface, and that surface there. I could set to 0 if I wanted to do an ordinary mate, a standard mate, but I'm in advanced mates here. So this is going to be my maximum component. So I'm going to just say 8mm is my maximum that I want to expand it, and I want it to be 0mm, which will be the two surfaces touching. So as you can see, if I hit the green tick now, that will go to 8mm and to 0. Now if I notice if I go to 0, it's sticking up there a little bit, so I'm just going to open it up there and I'm going to edit that mate. So I'll go here to my limit distance, I'll right click, edit feature, and I'll change that to, instead I'll actually change that to 10 maybe, 12, and I'll change the minimum to 2. Hit the green tick, hit it again, the rebuild button. So now there shouldn't be any issues. So as you can see, there's a 2mm gap there, and then that's my 10 or 12mm gap there. Okay, so that's one component. The next then is I'm going to stick the padding to the inside. So I'm going to go to Mate, select the surface there and select that surface. Now, as you can see, the two surfaces are in conjunction with each other, but it's the wrong way around. I want the padding on this side. So what I can do is I can just go down here to Mate Alignment and hit the anti-aligned, and that will flip it around. Okay, the other function here is because I have circles involved, I can use my concentric circle tab. So if I hit that arc and any other cylindrical or circular component, they will share the same center point, and that means that that's perfectly centered on that. That would be my green tick. So I'm done with that one, and I can continue on like so. Other mates there. Generally, if you just click two surfaces, it will automatically select the quickest and correct component, but you can tweak it then afterwards if you want. Try to avoid using lock if you can. And again, tangent is for the likes of cylindrical components that'll be up against or touching flat surfaces or things like that, or circular components against flat surfaces. So that's how you assemble your mates. Now what I also then suggest as well, if I was to open up one of my components, let's just say the ear cup here, I would always change the appearance in the part, and I'll show you why now in a second. So if I take green, so I don't like the blue, again this is actually a black headset, completely black, but the colors are entered to just show a bit of presentation, a bit of color on the page. And again, you must note that when you're presenting your item. But if we take the green and we drop that onto the surface there, and I want that onto the body, so everything that was blue is now green. Okay, and then if I open up my assembly again, if I open up my assembly here, you will notice that the component in the assembly is automatically turned green. So again, if we do that for all your components, the assembly would automatically change. So I advise changing the appearance in all parts. Do not change the appearance in the assembly. It will automatically happen in here. Okay, so that's how you create your assembly files.